much has YouTube generated you so far?
I believe just over $300,000. Yeah, you guys are definitely key players in that department. Our revenue really jumped from YouTube. The goal is to spend my time doing only high leverage roles that nobody else can serve. And I believe that you guys are really like taking that off of my plate.
Where do you see your business going 6 to 12 months from now?
Probably triple our results, within 6 to 12 months.
Yo, what's up? It's Steven here from Creo Social. I'm here with Marshall. Right now, he's one of our clients. We've been working together for about 6 months now. And Marshall, if you want to quickly introduce yourself, who you are and what you do.
I'm Marshall. I run a clothing brand, and alongside that, I run a consulting agency for brand owners looking to start or scale their clothing brand. And I also run a done-for-you content operations management agency. That's more so in early development, but yeah, most of my time goes to my brand and my actual normal consulting agency for clothing brand owners. It's called Urban Unity. Yeah, Creo Group has been very key and very big player in the success of that agency. So yeah.
Yeah, just adding on to that. So right now we help you primarily on YouTube. Can you talk a little bit about, where you were before working with us and then where you are now in terms of revenue from YouTube?
Yeah, so YouTube is obviously, a big moneymaker for any offer, whether it's an info offer, SaaS software, whatever it is. YouTube is, crazy for lead nurturement. And for me, I was, kind of making a few videos like that. I had a few videos like that, and maybe they'd contributed a little bit to sales and stuff. But it was really whenever we really committed to higher frequency, higher production with Creo that, our revenue really jumped, specifically from YouTube. We have a few other, acquisition channels and lead sources, but with YouTube specifically, our performance, increased drastically, I would say. So, yeah, you guys are definitely key players in that department.
Nice. And then roughly in the 6 months working together, how much has YouTube generated you so far?
YouTube specifically has generated us, I believe, just over $300,000. So, yeah, I don't know the exact number, but I know that it's just above 300,000. So
nice. Love to hear that. And then could you describe your process, with YouTube before and after with us, like what you worked on, or the process behind making videos and creating that content, and what that was like before and then after?
Yeah, so before I was doing a lot of my own scripting, a lot of my own pre-production work, which is very time consuming. And for me, I run 3 businesses. I don't have time for developing in-depth scripts, for whether it's a broad script or word for word scripts or whatever that is. I don't have time for a ton of marketing competitor analysis. Obviously it's something I enjoy doing, but not, it's relatively time consuming. So, working with you guys has definitely taken that portion of things off of my plate, not completely, but majority of the legwork, the grunt work that I used to have to do myself. You guys have obviously, stepped in and done a really good job of taking care of for me, which I'm, really hyped for.
Nice. What was your favorite part about us, coming in and then doing the work? Like, what was your favorite part to delegate to us?
Definitely the broad scripting. That's huge. Obviously, the editing is massive too. Being able to streamline that entire process. That's the golden agency model. Keeping comms in one place for many mundane jobs, and I think you guys really did a good job of that. I think the scripting has been awesome. It really enables me to just sit down, read over what I'm doing and just yap for a couple of hours a week, and then you guys kind of take care of the rest, which is really it's been good for me, and then it's definitely been beneficial for our growth, for our businesses, for my YouTube, and that's provided us with other opportunities as well, whether that's brand deals or future lead sources for other businesses. So yeah, that's kind of like, I would say, a good picture of before and after.
Mostly of what you do is pretty much just recording.
Yes, which is the goal. The goal is to spend my time doing only high leverage roles that nobody else can serve. And if somebody else can script, if somebody else can edit, if somebody else can do marketing competitor analysis, and I can spend my time doing something that nobody else can do, that's a perfect world for me. And I believe that you guys are really getting good at doing that, and really like taking that off of my plate, so that I can spend more of my time doing what nobody else can do, which is recording and world building, creative direction, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So what's kind of your time commitment now with YouTube per week, let's say?
Time commitment for YouTube per week at this point is more than likely like 3 hours a week. I think I spend on average about 3 hours recording like a 20-minute long video, like maybe an hour and a half on a good day, and then like 3 hours on a day where there's like a longer script or something like that. And then I spend very little time doing creative review, and very little time doing market research. So my time working on YouTube down from probably what would have been, I don't even know, like 5 to 10 plus hours a week, to 3, which is for me 7 hours of deep work is pretty significant.
Yeah, and with you, we make hefty videos. Like the videos we make aren't, they're pretty high level and they're usually anywhere between 15 minutes to 45 minutes long. Even though you're spending 3 hours, some people will spend less, but I mean, those 3 hours have generated over $300,000 in 6 months.
So it's worth it. It's both worth the financial investment and the time investment, for us, just because it has yielded me a return on investment in financially and time wise as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
No complaint.
Sick. So, based on the results so far, where do you see your business going 6 to 12 months from now?
6 to 12 months, I see us at minimum tripling our monthly, benchmarks. I see us probably growing the channel to north of 300,000 followers, probably within 12 months. We're currently just over 100,000, I believe. And I think growth will be exponential as we continue to counter position our competitors and really attack these SEO opportunities that we have. So I think that we're looking pretty good to probably triple our results within 6 to 12 months.
That's the goal to get you there. So, before working with us, did you have any misconceptions or did anything about our service surprise you at all?
No, as most agency acquisition is either outbound or word of mouth. So for me, I was referred to you guys by a content creator whose content I consumed, and his content was good, and you guys seemed to be very well versed on the phone, and kind of like maybe you were in corners that I wasn't in, which is kind of like the part that was most appealing to me, as for me, like the more information that I can digest, find and I digest, the further I'll take things. So for me, hearing that you guys are in the right corners, in the right spaces, talking to the right people.
Yeah, we're in a bunch of different masterminds where, a lot of our clients are a wide variety of industries, so we can pull our expertise from pretty much anyone to your YouTube videos.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Which is really sick.
Yeah. And then were you surprised at all by the results of working with us?
I will say I was. There's a couple times I have been surprised, specifically with the performance of the free course video. I've been surprised with some of you guys' turnaround times as well. So yeah, that definitely only positive surprise for sure.
Nice. And then, so if someone's on the fence with working with us, what would you say to them?
If someone's on the fence with working with you guys, what I would say is identify an objective for your content and for your platforms. And once the objective is identified, then obviously meet with these guys, see if that goal is congruent with what they provide in terms of services. More than likely it is. If it has anything to do with information, the sales of information, or the sales of a service, I would say then don't think too much about it. If you don't like the guys work, then don't work with the guys, but give them a chance. I've enjoyed my experience with them, and I'd say that as long as the objective is identified beforehand and you know what you're walking into, you're stepping in with purpose and with intent, then you're going to have a great experience.
Nice. Appreciate that. Now, is there any final thoughts you'd like to tell the viewers?
As far as final thoughts, I would say that for most people out there looking to scale your front ends, scale your content output, I think that a lot of people are skeptical to do so. It's really easy for people to get caught in the trap of I can do it all myself. If I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it wrong, or nobody can do it as good as me. And I really would encourage you to step into more of the mental framework of a CEO, understanding that you need to be preserving your time and your energy for only the high leverage roles that no one else can serve. And if this is content creation, production, editing, post-production, all of that stuff is something that you can delegate, then don't think twice about it. It's really, really enabled me to scale my businesses and will continue to do so more than likely in the long term. So don't think too much about it. Take that step to scale, hire somebody just like you would hire, an assistant or a sales team or, a PA or anything like that.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to work with our agency, we do YouTube done for you. We do Instagram done for you. Just click the first link in the description. Check us out, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Marsh, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on Instagram at Marshall Cruz, or on YouTube, also at Marshall Cruz, or on TikTok, also at Marshall Cruz.
So appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks.
of course. Thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate it.